Imagine that you are selling a new product to wash cars with. The normal traditional approach is I got to come up with my value proposition. We help people wash their cars in a way that gets their car cleaner so much faster and shinier than any other approach you've ever used. And that's an approach based on explaining and pitching and trying to convince.
Yeah.
The problem is no matter what you sell, people are washing their car today and nobody wants to be convinced. So what the psychologist would do is something very different. She would say something like this. Hey, Josh, I know you wash your car with a bucket and a sponge. What we're often seeing when that happens is dirt and grit can get trapped in the sponge because it settles to the bottom of the bucket, which can scratch your car. How are you making sure that doesn't happen when you wash your car? And in that moment, you're scratching your head thinking, I'm not sure, like, what do you mean? And then you could say, oh, you've probably heard of the grit guard, which is a device that goes in the bucket like a cheese grater and you rub your sponge on it so that dirt settles to the bottom of the bucket off the sponge and off your car. And I might say, well, no, what is that? Or I might say, yeah, I looked into it, to which you might say, oh, sounds like it wasn't a fit for you. Sounds like the value wasn't there for you. It's an approach based on pulling information out versus pushing information in. And so that formed the basis of my approach for Braun training, which is to be able to sell in ways without convincing, pushing and begging, by asking questions and leaning back and detaching from the outcome so that people are more likely to open up and discover for themselves why they might want to switch.